Hello everybody, welcome to Greg's Beer Reviews today. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hello everybody, thanks for stopping by Greg's Beer Reviews today. Today's beer comes from Starr, which is, I consider, a local brewery. They're a couple hours up the road here in Virginia. They're out of Crozet, Virginia. And this is their Double Platinum, which is an Imperial India Pale Ale. This comes in at 8.6% by volume. Mark Thompson is the head brewer up there. I've met him, really nice fella. Does some good stuff. I mean, I like what they do. This is a rotating schedule beer, like I said, American Double Imperial, 8.50. Food pairing cuisine is a barbecue. The cheeses are going to be your peppery, your Monterey, your pepper jack, your blue, your sharp, your cheddar, even your more pungent cheeses, gorgonzola and limburger. The meat for this is game, grilled meat, and salmon. The glassware is a pint, Becker, your oversized wine glass, about anything you want to pour it into. A lot of times when these beers get up to about 7.5 or 8%, the Imperials, I'll bring out the Duvel glass. But I brought the pint glass out for this one, guys. So we're going to do it in the pint glass today. And it's 8.5%. The beer is going to keep. It's not going to go bad, but it is an IPA, guys, and the hops profile are going to fade over time. I don't think there's anything else out there that I tell you that it does have the date notches here on the side, and it says for brewery fresh taste, purchased before month notch. And this has got June 2012, so we're good here. And if I remember correctly, these are twisties. So home brewers, these bottles are useless. Alright guys, over into the glass it went, and it pours a very orangey, got a lot of hops particles floating around in this one, guys. Reminds me a lot of the Heady Topper beer that Brandon sent me. A lot of particles floating around, and they even have on their can, drinking from the can, because I don't think they want you to see all that stuff floating around. A lot of people don't like it. I'm not a big fan of it, but I can tolerate it. It's just hot particles as long as it's a fresh beer, and I know this was fresh, so very orangey. Didn't pour a super big head. It's fairly chunky, I'm gonna say, because there's so many little particles floating around in it that you really can't tell how clear or hazy it is. So let's get a nose on it. I'm getting grapefruit, lighter tropical fruit. It does have a piney grapefruit citrusy smell, but it's not overwhelming. This beer is actually dry hop with Simcoe. I love Simcoe hops. The last couple of beers that I've done, I've dry hopped with Simcoe. It's an excellent hop. I'm a hop head anyway, but it has such a wonderful profile. Well, it's definitely got a nice, it smells like it's got a nice balanced smell. It's a nice sweet malt backbone to that, but it does have enough hops. 100, what it says? 180 IBUs is what I have written down here. I don't even think a human can taste the IBUs up to that. So it may be 80. Not 180. I'll double check that while I'm on break. Smells wonderful, guys. Let's give it a taste. I've not had this one before. This is the first for me. Cheers. That's very pleasant. That's a bigger beer, no doubt about that. I'm not getting an alcohol burn, but I can tell it's a Imperial. Not overpowering though. Very well blended. Very nice and citrusy. A well-balanced beer. But the malt and the hops seem like they're right in line there. I like the taste of that a lot. This is the first time I've had that. It's pretty tasty. It's very nice. Good job, Mark. This is a tasty beer, guy. This is right out of the fridge. We're gonna let it warm up just a tad, guys. Let the other half sip it and see what she thinks of it, and we'll be back. We'll do the final chug, but I believe this is a winner. Stick around. We'll see where it goes. We'll be an A. We'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Got just a little left here. And this is a strong beer now. I mean, it's 8.6 is what it's got on the label here instead of 8.5. 8.6 ABV. So definitely not a light beer. And like I said, Simcoe dry hopping on this, and this is like a heady topper beer. It's got a lot of little particles floating around in it. So a lot of hops floating around in this beer. Final chug, guys. Very nice, very pleasant. Grapefruit, pine. It's not overbearing though, as far as the pine and the grapefruit. There's a nice balance there between the malt and the hops on this one. So the IBUs says 180. So I don't even know if the human palate can taste. I've heard and read that once you get between 100 and 120, once you get past like 120, unless you have an extremely well-developed palate, you can't taste the bitterness past that. So that's just what I've heard and what I've read. So guys, you may know different or have heard different. So guys, I think it's a pretty damn enjoyable beer. I'm going to give this 8, which is an A- in the scale tonight. If you can get this beer, I don't know what the distribution is on this one now. So they're doing more and more stuff and getting out further and further. So I don't know how far out they go. Great Beer has this at 95 overall and 62 in the style, and Beer Advocate comes up with an 88, which is their top end of their good right before it gets to exceptional rating. So guys, I enjoyed this one. Like I said, it's got the date on the bottle. That's the main thing I harp about on these IPAs and the hoppy beers. So they've got it down pat. The only thing I can fuss about it is a throwaway bottle, to twist off bottle here. So. It is useless to the home brewers. So guys, if you've had this, give me some comments back on this one. As always, rate, comment, subscribe, and we're going to look in the fridge some more. See you then.